There is one number Ronaldo has never said out loud. Not his age, not his form, but 24. 24 goals, the final distance between him and the milestone of 1,000 official career goals. And last week, for the first time after more than 2 decades of avoiding the question of when he would retire, Cristiano. That statement came in an interview with Vogue, published on August 16th. In Ronaldo's own words, this will probably be his final year playing football, and he wants to close it with a truly brilliant legacy. Just one word: probably. But for someone who has spent years refusing to put a deadline on himself, that word was enough to send the football world into a frenzy. To understand why that statement matters, we have to go back exactly 1 month. The 2026 World Cup, round of 16. Portugal against Spain in Dallas. Ronaldo entered the tournament at 41, at the 6th World Cup of his career. He was quiet against DR Congo, then exploded with a brace against Uzbekistan, before adding another goal against Croatia in the round of 32 to send Portugal through. Then came Spain. A match balanced until the final moments. Ronaldo had his chances and was denied twice by Unai Simon. Then in the 91st minute. But Ronaldo's football story did not end there. The World Cup closed the chapter on his international career. At club level, he still has a contract with Al Nassr until June 2027. And only a few days before the Vogue interview was released, Ronaldo quietly married Georgina Rodriguez at their home in Cascais. Then returned to training with Al Nassr, even sitting out the Saudi Pro League opener against Al Fateh after an exhausting summer. His private life is settled. His career is entering its final turn. Those two things happening in the... What makes this time different is the way Ronaldo said it. In the past, whenever he was asked about his age, his familiar answer was always the same. His body still felt good, the hunger was still there, and he would decide for himself when to stop. Last November, he was still saying he would play for 1 or 2 more years. Before that, in an interview with Piers Morgan, he said he would retire soon, and admitted that day would be very, very difficult for him. But every time, Ronaldo left a wide mark. Ronaldo also made it clear that he has already planned his life after football. In his words, he has everything organized. He said he has too many things to fill the space football will leave behind, so it is difficult to name just one. More time with family, more travel, and paddle, a sport he mentioned as one way to enjoy what more than 2 decades of relentless work have given him. It sounds completely ordinary, but that normality is exactly what feels unusual. But there is one number Ronaldo has never let go of: 1,000 goals. Right now, 976 official goals for club and country. 24 to go. Along the way, he already owns an absolute record, the highest scoring player in the history of men's international football, with 146 goals for Portugal, well clear of anyone behind him. For an ordinary 41-year-old striker, scoring 24 goals in one season would sound almost impossible. But Ronaldo is not ordinary. Last season, he was still the 3rd highest scorer in the Saudi. So now, 3 facts line up perfectly. 1 final year on his Al Nassr contract. 1 season Ronaldo himself says could be his last. And 24 goals still needed to reach a historic milestone. It is not an exaggeration to call the 2026 to 2027 season a countdown. Not only counting the matches Ronaldo has left to play, but counting every goal as he moves closer to 1,000. Every Al Nassr game. But here is the hardest question. What happens if the season ends and Ronaldo is still a few goals short? we have to separate fact from speculation. Ronaldo has not announced a specific retirement date. He used only one word: probably. The door is not completely closed, and that opening is exactly what will make every Ronaldo game this season worth watching. Not because of scandal. There is another layer of context that makes this story even more significant. Ronaldo's great rival, Lionel Messi, is also entering the final seasons of his career. Messi currently has roughly 919 to 921 career goals, around 55 fewer than Ronaldo, despite being 2 years younger. Together, they shaped more than a decade and a half of elite football, and both appeared at every World Cup from 2006 onward. If Ronaldo really does end, Ronaldo can train harder, eat with more discipline, and preserve his body better than almost anyone from his generation. But this time, the opponent is not a defender or a goalkeeper. It is time. The one thing Ronaldo has never been able to defeat forever. From here, 3 scenarios are easiest to imagine. He reaches 1,000 and retires at exactly the right moment, an ending that almost feels written for a legend. He reaches 1,000 but keeps playing because the hunger is still there, just as he has kept pushing. If you were Ronaldo, which ending would you choose? Reach 1,000 and stop immediately, closing a career on a number that almost defies belief, just as he suggested with that word probably in vogue. Or keep playing until his own body finally tells him to stop, whether the number comes sooner or later, exactly as he has lived for the past 25 years, never accepting a limit set in advance. For more than 2 decades, Cristiano Ronaldo has always written the ending to his own story. From a boy in Madeira to the highest-scoring player in the history of men's football. Every time people thought he had reached the ceiling, he simply pushed that ceiling higher. Now, perhaps for the first time,